Evan Conway, joint top scorer, returning. Olex Anderson back from international duty, and then a whole host of other attacking options. The one change that Louis City makes is at the right wing-back position, with McFadden coming in, and out goes Amadou Dia, with Manny Perez, former North Carolina player, back on home soil, switching to the, well, he'll be on the right-hand side with Kyle McFadden on the left-hand side.
There you get a look at Louisville City coach Danny Cruz as well as John Bradford. These are two of the most respected coaches in the league. They've both won coaching honors. Danny Cruz was the coach of the year last year. John Bradford, coach of the month, after North Carolina had a 4-win month. As you get a look at referee Brad Jensen, who will get us going. North Carolina in all blue, Louisville in all white at the beginning of the year.
Local player, Brian, grew up down the road in Garner, North Carolina, and it's really good to see how much he's developed in that time. Obviously a highly rated talent to get picked up by a big club like Celtic. And obviously now really shining as he is in the USL Championship.
He ran into the challenge by Burner, and now Dolabella trying to keep it in. Luckhurst, who has gotten some games in place of Evan Conway and Olex Anderson, due to both injury and availability with the international break. As you said, John Bradford's got a great bench. He's got those two strikers. He's got DaCosta, Summersall, especially if the game gets physical and tight, as Dolabella tries to spin away from Adams. Dolabella, first attempt for North Carolina, parried away by Loss. Pedro Dolabella getting into the space after evading Adams.
Yeah, it's good build-up play from North Carolina here. You see the chance just opens up for Dolabella, and the Brazilian there with his...
Graduating a month ago. Second team All-ACC with the Blue Devils. 11 goals for head coach John Kerr. Here's McFadden for Louisville City. Has Serrano on the sideline. Trying to get away from his defender. Lofts it into the box, and it's just missed by Wilson. The two conductors in that midfield for John Bradford's side. Now Louis Perez under pressure from Toch. And it's the all-time appearances leader for Louisville City that took it away. Big collision between Luckhurst and Serrano, no foul. And now here comes North Carolina on the transition. Through Rafa. Into the middle, it's Luckhurst off the post.
There you see Luckhurst pouncing there. Claims of a foul there. Can't quite tell from that angle. But Mensingen here, really good in these areas. Maldonado does the effort to get around. Mensingen picks out Luckhurst. Oh, he's just a few inches away from finding that bottom corner. Great contact, just passes it onto the frame of the goal. And a let off there for Lou City.
And was just inches away from getting his first league goal.
That would have been started and finished by Luckhurst because it was his tracking back to win the ball.
At 10 p.m. Eastern, go to USLchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Pretty even game between North Carolina and Louisville City. Both teams have had one big opportunity to get the opening goal, but we are still goalless as Burner tries to find Louis Perez, and another great stop by Damian Loss.
Good play from Mensingen there, linking the play all the way out to the left-hand side. Burner, good way of pass, just a little wide for Louis Perez. You can see Loss, a full stretch, takes that one right in an area of sensitivity.
Moved to the 6th of June because of the U.S. That was a 1-0 win. The winner scored by Pedro Dolabella in the 94th minute. Here comes Serrano in a pocket of space. Sundstrom tracking backwards. It allows Serrano to take the shot and saved by Jake Maguire.
Across the top of the box onto his favoured right foot. You see Dolabella pulling up. Maldonado's not there. Gets inside Sundstrom, no problem. She doesn't quite get the power. A real warning sign for North Carolina. We won't want Serrano doing that too many more times.
Yeah, Serrano at the beginning of the year was on fire, scoring 3 goals in the first 4 games. A couple years ago, down in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, lost to Spain in the Euros as well. So yeah.
Here comes North Carolina as Maldonado links up with Rafa. Gets away from McFadden. Rafa! A good dummy by Dolabella as well, but Rafa.
Yeah, Mikey Maldonado just playing that ball out to Mensingen. This is the battle he wants. You see McFadden just scrambling to try and get a hold of him. There, just a little flick. I thought it took a little flick off Dolabella. Another good opportunity coming from that right-hand side. Rafa Mensingen, the captain, heavily involved again.
Hodge will touch it out for a throw.
Chance to maybe get a goal here right on half-time.
Maldonado's really got to float this just at the 6-yard box. It's to a far post and a wonderful header! And look who it is! It's Finn Sundstrom! 1-0 North Carolina!
Look at the smile on the young man's face.
His first professional goal! The 18-year-old is having a dream season!
And he just graduated, so it's a great week for him. Mikey Maldonado puts the ball on the money with pace, with whip, inside the 6-yard box. And I've not asked John Bradford this, but the more he plays like this and does things like that, does that change, right?
Yeah, and as you said earlier, the fight for spots in this team, with the signings and the growth that this club has made over the last 18 months, for an 18-year-old to take a spot as a center back in this 3-back system, that puts a lot of pressure on everybody else. But they love what he's doing as Louisville looks for an answer, and a great save by Jake McGuire.
Yeah, 20 yards out, whips it with that right foot. Full stretch, McGuire.
Jake McGuire coming through when they need it. Referee taking a look at his watch. We've had the 3 minutes. And Brad Jensen is going to blow for halftime. A 1-0 lead for North Carolina as 18-year-old Finn Sundstrom.
And a big second 45 approaching now.
Louisville City gets us going here to start the second half. They have made 2 substitutions.
But yeah, they've got to stay switched on because they're going to shut out Louisville City. No one has been able to do that this season. I'm not sure, Brian. I'll have to look at that one.
I think one team has, and that was Pittsburgh. It was a 0-0 draw as Serrano gets a corner kick.
Bringing in the likes of Sam Gleadle and Jake Morris, the athleticism down this left-hand side. You can see straight away what head coach Danny Cruz is thinking about.
He's looking very intently as Serrano will deliver the corner. Headed down in front, and McGuire couldn't keep it out. And look who has scored for Louisville City. It's the birthday boy, Philip Goodrum. From point-blank range, Louisville City finally capitalizes on a corner kick and has tied this game up in the 48th minute.
That was bizarre.
North Carolina comes out with it. Louis Perez to Colin Martin. Now here comes the goal scorer, Finn Sundstrom. Driving it down the field, trying to get a return from Rafa. Good defending by Morris. Now it's Danny Cruz, the head coach, barking out orders for his team. Comes all the way back to Martin. Washington. Maldonado, good challenge by Morris. And Goodrum trying to win that second ball for Louisville City. But Dolabella able to keep it for North Carolina. Springs Rafa, has Luckhurst running into the box. Rafa with his left! Did
it against Charlotte FC in the Open Cup. Scored a great goal there. We saw it last week on the road in Rhode Island, and this one just whiskers away from that top corner.
Substitutions are going to be a key decision for both coaches in terms of how they can get that next goal and get the 3 points, as Goodrum able to shield off Sundstrom. And now Gleadle stopped by McGuire. And Serrano, as you get a look at this opportunity, Goodrum winning the battle against the teenager. And then Gleadle's chance, a little comfortable save for McGuire, but Louis Perez now will deliver the corner kick from this side. Again to the near post, and Sundstrom does it again! Actually, it's Luckhurst. Another set piece, another goal for North Carolina, and Adam Luckhurst gets his first USL Championship goal.
It's a great ball from Louis Perez, and Luckhurst coming away from the goal, rises well and just redirects it that near post. Lass gets a hand to it, but it's the power off the cross and the header.
That might be a key factor as we head to the finish line. McFadden, good defending by Cervania. I mentioned the last 2 weeks, North Carolina's games have been decided in stoppage time. They scored in the 94th minute against Hartford and conceded a penalty in Rhode Island, losing 2-1 to the defending Eastern Conference champions, which ended their 4-game winning streak. And here's another corner kick and another opportunity for Taylor Davila. He had a hat trick of assists last week, all to Philip Goodrum, the number 9 in white. This time it's toward the near post, and Toch just missed it.
Alex Anderson back from international duty. Had a little bit of sickness, I think, in the recent week, but scoring, like you said, hitting the post and then putting in some unbelievable effort off the ball. But Alex Anderson will give them a real threat now on the counter-attack as Louisville City will go for the jugular.
Kyle Adams with the long throw, headed away by Maldonado. Toch keeps it alive. Adams with a second bite. There's some pressure from DaCosta. The defending by the Brazilian. It's forced back to the Spaniard Ordonez. Now Toch. Davila with the dribble. Lambert trying to chip it for Gleadle. And he just missed the target across the face of goal. Goodrum had run sooner, he would have been right in. Cross passing type of opportunities.
Great ball from Davila. Round the corner from Lambert. That's an unbelievable touch from Lambert. And then, once again, Louisville City wasteful in front of goal. Gleadle won that one back.
Sam Gleadle, the 29-year-old out of England.
Has to end sometime, Brian.
It does.
The only thing I can promise you, has to end sometime. I can't tell you it's going to be today, but it has to end at some point.
All eyes will soon be on the fourth officials. McCabe's cross dealt with by Washington. Lambert trying to win the second ball. So did Cano. It comes to McFadden across the box, headed away by Sundstrom. Now here's Davila. What a touch, and a block by Maldonado. North Carolina doing everything they can to hold this lead. And this Louisville City team we mentioned was one of 2 teams that came here to Wake Med Soccer Park and got victories. Morris. McFadden trying to keep it alive. What a save by McGuire. Second effort and an impressive stop by the goalkeeper.
Stuff. It's a great ball from Morris. He just hangs it up there. Comes off the back of the head of McFadden, bounces around. It's Cano there that's pouncing, it's bouncing and comes off everything, but somehow
heads it back to the center, cleared away by Sundstrom.